remember hearing a story from one of the guys that produced on Beyonce's latest album. He talked about how he was homeless, but he didn't feel like he was broke. And his reason behind that is because he always felt like he had currency, right? And his currency was that he had 1,000 songs he had written that he knew he could turn into something one day. So that got me to thinking about how I should define currency and assets, right? So when I look at it for me, while I'm always working on leveling up and working on developing my skill sets, I'm working on developing those currency and assets. So I look at assets as it doesn't have to be a hard asset, it can also be something soft as well. So I feel like for me, for about 15 years, I've been messing around with DJing, production, and music, and have the degrees to back it up. So I feel like my music knowledge is an asset for me. But in turn, I just now started focusing on this video thing, and I'm developing my skills, and I feel like I'm getting pretty good. But that's a currency for me right now. Like, it can be exchanged for value, but it also is going to fluctuate in its worth because I'm still developing that skill. So that's what I look at as a currency. So for me, I'm also trying to turn my currencies into assets, right? Because it's those things like you're never going to go broke if you have things that you can use as assets, whether that be hard or soft, and if you're always thinking in this mindset of developing your skill sets to use them as currency. And I don't want to get too deep on you guys today, but that's just something I had in my mind because I think a lot of people feel like, currency is actually like a monetary thing, and assets always have to be something that's a physical thing that I can give away. Like, yes, I do always keep in mind like what physical assets I have. Music is one of those things that is a huge asset and a hobby and something I have turned into a career in the past, but if I want to switch and focus on a currency, I can always use some of the hard assets I have for music. Perfect example, when I wanted to buy this camera that I'm recording on, I took some of the gear that I had from my music days and turned it into a hard asset that I could use to film these videos on. So that's why I'm always thinking about it. I'm not just thinking about assets and currency and the monetary value. I'm thinking about it as skill sets that I already have that I'm developing. Those are my currencies, right? I'm developing those. I may not be at the apex of them yet. They're gonna fluctuate in the market just like currencies do, but they still gonna have value to some people once I get them past that certain acceptable threshold. And it's the same thing. The things I have developed, those are gonna be the assets that I have, and that's my mindset behind it and why I'm always constantly focusing on leveling up to different things.